Hello YouTube, this is the Stupendous Wave here with another video today. This one is on how Sony can fix The Amazing Spider-Man. Now, I thought that The Amazing Spider-Man 1 was okay. It's nothing really groundbreaking or super special, but The Amazing Spider-Man 2, for me at least, was really disappointing. I think that all the Rhino fans were really upset, and rightfully so. So, I think that they really false advertised a whole lot, and also they gave us almost the entire movie in just advertisement, and that was disappointing. If they want to put something, if they want to make a trailer, then don't put plot breaking things in the trailer. Like the Green Goblin should have been a secret. In my opinion, they shouldn't even have done the Green Goblin. They should have just had Electro as the villain and just kept it at that. Another thing I think is wrong with the Amazing Spider-Man series is the combat. When they're fighting in the Amazing Spider-Man, it looks like a video game. That's just my opinion. It looks like really kind of bad CGI, just characters just hitting each other. It looks like a high quality video game. So, in my opinion, how they could fix that is give us more physical combat. Give us punches, give us kicks, give us flips. And I think that they should just hold the Sinister Six back for The Amazing Spider-Man 3. I think Kraven should be the main villain in The Amazing Spider-Man 3, and maybe Rhino, again, kind of as penance for the screw-up that was the Rhino in The Amazing Spider-Man 2. So I think it should just be Kraven and maybe Rhino, but Kraven should definitely be the main villain. I think Kraven gives you the opportunity to have a real physical villain that throws punches, that can match Spider-Man's speed, and I think Kraven is an overall very interesting character, very tortured, and all about killing Spider-Man. I think that instead of Vulture, we don't for sure know that the Vulture will be in the Sinister Six, but for at least the first set of the Sinister Six, I would rather have Shocker over than Vulture. I think Vulture is really kind of more of the boring characters and just not really that interesting. And Shocker, on the other hand, I find really interesting. I think he's just a brilliant person that turned to being a criminal. But anyway, yes, for The Amazing Spider-Man 3, I would just have Kraven as the main villain. I think Mary Jane would be in the movie, but Peter Parker and Mary Jane wouldn't have a full-on relationship. It would be more like they kind of notice each other, and she's just kind of there in the background. Maybe she goes to college with Peter. So, yeah, that's how I would set it up. I would have him having to deal with trying to be Spider-Man and deal with having people die around him and learn how to live that with great power comes great responsibility, and that when you're going to be a superhero, sacrifices need to happen and things need to not be so good before they get better, much like in The Dark Knight, actually. So yeah, I think that that's how The Amazing Spider-Man 3 should go. I also think they should keep the comedy. I really like Spider-Man. I like how he's funny, although they should work on their comedy. In The Amazing Spider-Man 2, one of the big things I noticed is I would say maybe 1/4 of all the jokes made people laugh in my theater. So really work on that comedy and make it really funny, and just try and work on that. So anyway, those are my thoughts on how they can fix Spider-Man and make it better, other than, of course, just selling it to Marvel, who would always do it right. So anyway, how do you guys think that they could fix the Amazing Spider-Man series? Leave it in the comments, leave a like, subscribe, and I am still taking requests. Thank you very much.